Hello everyone, my name is Tom the Bombo and welcome back to a new Minecraft video. Today we're doing something a bit different. We are going to be ranking each parkour in Minecraft Hypixel. This is a bit of a different video. There are 16 parkour maps and I have ranked it based on 5 factors. The first one is how easy it is to follow, then how hard it is, then how fast it is, then how nice it looks, and then uniqueness. So let's get started with the 16th place, which is Hypixel Megawatts. So this parkour isn't that nice. Honestly, it's just a bit bad actually. Go through here and up, like this starting bit's okay, but when it gets up to this part, you start to like not know where you're going, and it's just a bit too condensed. When you go through here, this bit is like, I just don't like the parkour. The finish isn't even that good. So on that, I will have to give it, for easy to follow, 7 out of 10. It's quite easy to follow. How hard it is, 6 out of 10. I say it's a little bit too easy. How fast it is, 6 out of 10. It's a bit too short. How nice it looks, 7 out of 10. And uniqueness, 6 out of 10. There are many like this. So that gives it a score of 32 out of 50. Let's move on to 15th place. In 15th place is Murder Mystery. So Murder Mystery isn't that good because there's a maze. Mazes are not parkour, so they're just really annoying to deal with because there's no like real skill in it. All it is just finding your way. Also, these jumps aren't that nice to make. They're just quite weird. I just lagged there a bit, but it is not a great parkour. This, like the arrow bit down, and you go through like a nice mansion thing. So that is nice, but the jumps aren't good, which is all about the parkour and not the decorations. But it's, if you're going to do one, I wouldn't do this, but if you're waiting in Murder Mystery for a friend, feel free to do this. So I'm going to have to give this a score of how easy it is to follow, 5 out of 10 because of the maze at the front. How hard it is, 7 out of 10. It's alright, not that easy, not that hard. How fast it is, 7 out of 10. A bit on the longer side. How nice it looks, 7 out of 10. You are going through like a mansion thing, so it's alright. And uniqueness, 6 out of 10. So that leaves it on a score of 32 out of 50. Let's move on to 14th place. A bit of an extra note is if the scores finish equal, it will be my decision deciding which one wins. So next, in 14th place is TNT Games. The only real reason this is here is because it's really hard to find the start. You have to go through here and then it's just awkward to find it. The decorations are alright, they're nothing special, but it's quite nice actually going through like a mine shaft. It's not the worst parkour, but again, finding the start is just really annoying. You really don't want to be looking and spending all your time doing that. So I will have to give this score easy to follow, 4 out of 10 because you can't find the start. How hard it is, 7 out of 10. How fast it is, 7 out of 10. How nice it looks gets a 9 out of 10 because it does look really good. And uniqueness, 7 out of 10. Leaving it with a score of 34 out of 50. Let's move in to 13th place. Coming in at 13th place is Bed Wars. This might be a surprise because Bed Wars should have a really good parkour because it's one of the most popular games. But it isn't that good. It's just climbing around here. It's just not a nice parkour to do. It's not pleasing. You wouldn't want to do it a lot. And then when you're up to here, like which way do you go? You end up going this way, but it's a bit confusing. And again here, do you go onto the ship or down here? It's just not the best parkour, and the finish is very underwhelming. So I'm going to have to give Bed Wars a score of easy to follow, 7 out of 10. How hard it is, 8 out of 10. How fast it is, 8 out of 10. How nice it looks, 6 out of 10. And uniqueness, 5 out of 10. leaving with a score of 34 out of 50 and 13th place. Let's move on to 12th place. Coming in at 12th place is Hypixel Warlords. This is quite a nice average parkour now. This is the stage we are getting to. One bad thing about this is ladder parkour though. Ladder parkour is just really annoying to do, and that's the only reason I don't like it. Then you just come through here. It's very nice, the surroundings, but again, there's a maze, and mazes are not that nice to do. Like, if you're going to add a maze, just make it look at least good. This is horrible, but at least this part is alright. You've got to jump like side to side. It's a very nice underground area with the stairs too. But I'm going to have to give this a score of easy to follow, 6 out of 10. How hard it is, 7 out of 10. How fast it is, 7 out of 10. How nice it looks, 7 out of 10. And uniqueness, 7 out of 10. Leaving it with a score of 34 out of 50. Let's move on to 11th place. Coming in 11th place is Hypixel Housing. This is quite a laggy parkour, that's what makes it quite low. It is a very nice parkour though. You have to come through here, this tunnel. The baubles are still up, even though when I'm filming this, it is the 24th of January, so they're a bit late taking the decorations down. It is quite long though, that's a problem for this. You have to go around and back. It just gets a bit long, and it isn't that easy to follow going this way. So that's one of the reasons it's getting quite a low score. So for housing, I will have to give it a score of easy to follow, 7 out of 10. How hard it is, 6 out of 10. How fast it is, sorry, my face was just weird. Look at that. Oh my gosh, wow. That is interesting. Okay, sorry about that. Easy to follow, 7 out of 10. How hard it is, 6 out of 10. A bit too easy, it's not that hard. How fast it is, 6 out of 10. Too long for me. How nice it looks, 8 out of 10. And uniqueness, 8 out of 10. Leaving with a score of 35 out of 50. Next up is 10th place. In 10th place is Arcade Games. Now, this isn't a bad parkour at all. It looks very good. The only thing is, it goes on for a very long time. It looks really good, but again, it's just too long for a parkour. You don't need it this long. And another bad thing is finish. Like, it's a hole in the wall. It's not a nice finish. So this is why Arcade Games takes 10th place. With easy to follow, 10 out of 10. It's just really easy to follow. How hard it is, 6 out of 10. Bit too hard, I'd say. How fast it is, 4 out of 10. Very long. How nice it looks, 8 out of 10. Uniqueness, 7 out of 10. Leaving it with a score of 35 out of 50. Let's go to 9th place. Next up is Classic Games. This is quite a good parkour, I'd say. If you were going to do a parkour, this would be a very good one to choose. It looks very nice. It is similar to the Skywars one, but it's just a nice theme to it, like jungle, and then you go through this. I like this parkour. So I'm giving Classic Games easy to follow, 7 out of 10. How hard it is, 7 out of 10. How fast it is, 7 out of 10. How nice it looks, 7 out of 10. And uniqueness, 8 out of 10. Leaving it with a score of 36 out of 50. Let's move to 8th place. Coming in at 8th place is Hypixel Duels. It's not a bad parkour when you're waiting for someone to duel with. It's a bit of lag. It's not great, it's not bad. It doesn't look good though, that's the main problem with this. Like, it's just horrible, the green and the grey together. It's just not a nice parkour to do when you like look at it. It has got a nice finish though, with some cake and watermelon. So I'm going to have to give Jules easy to follow, 9 out of 10. How hard it is, 10 out of 10.
That's what she said!
It's perfect in that, how it's not too hard, but it's not too easy. How nice it looks, 4 out of 10, and uniqueness, 5 out of 10. Leaving it with a score of 38 out of 50. Let's go to 7th place. Coming in at 7th place is Skywars. Now, this is what TNT Games needed. It needs it saying parkour starts this way. This is perfect. It's telling you where it starts, and it's a nice start to a parkour as well. It is similar to the last one we did. I can't make any jumps to save my life, but it is a very nice parkour again. Like, this is a lot better than Bed Wars. It's probably it's just a lot nicer. It's also quite a fast parkour when you think of it. It doesn't take too long to do, and it just looks good with the jungle wood. I like this parkour, so I'm going to have to give it easy to follow, 8 out of 10. How hard it is, 6 out of 10. How fast it is, 9 out of 10. How nice it looks, 8 out of 10. And uniqueness, 7 out of 10. Leaving it with a score of 38 out of 50. Let's go to 6th place. In 6th place is Prototype. Now, this is where we start to get to the good parkours. These are the good parkours in this list. It's where it starts to get fun, like really fun to do. Like, the top ones are kind of better than the actual game themselves, depending on the game. This is a nice parkour to go through. It's not bad at all, but it also looks very good with these floor things, the things you jump on. It is a very good parkour, and you finish in a very nice spot. So I'm going to have to give Prototype a score of easy to follow, 10 out of 10. It's just too simple. How hard it is, 9 out of 10. How fast it is, 8 out of 10. How nice it looks, 7 out of 10. And uniqueness, 7 out of 10. Leaving it with a score of 41 out of 50. Next, we will go into the top 5. But before that, please remember to like and subscribe, and check out all my other videos if you haven't already. This channel is a work in progress, so please have patience with it. And with that out of the way, let's get straight into 5th place. In 5th place is Build Battle. Now, Build Battle is a really good parkour. It's solid, it's just good. I love this parkour a lot. It's not really hard to follow either. There's stairs, there's ladders of where to go. The only problem is cobwebs. If you fall, you get stuck in that, and if you do not have VIP or anything like that, you can't get out for a while. So it isn't great in that aspect, but the rest is amazing. Like, even underground here, you can't do much to make it look good underground, but it does. It's simple and it's really nice, and you get to see some builds or whatever this is on the other side. It's a really nice solid parkour. So that is 5th place. I'm going to give it easy to follow, 10 out of 10. How hard it is, 9 out of 10. How fast it is, 8 out of 10. How nice it looks, 8 out of 10. And uniqueness, 7 out of 10. Leaving it with a score of 42 out of 50. Let's move into 4th place. Coming in at 4th place is Smash Heroes. Now, Smash Heroes is a very good parkour. There's hardly anything wrong with this. The only marks it loses is on how nice it looks probably, but it still looks amazing. Like, you go across here, there's a nice yacht, you go through this pipe thing or whatever it is. It's just a very nice map. The only problem is this bit probably. Like, this just doesn't look good. This probably ruined all the points for it. Apart from this, everything is really good. Also, ladder parkour, not the greatest. But apart from all of that, it is quite long, but it's fine being long because of how good it is. So I'm going to have to leave Smash Heroes with easy to follow, 9 out of 10. How hard it is, 8 out of 10. How fast it is, 8 out of 10. How nice it looks, 9 out of 10. And uniqueness, 9 out of 10. Leaving it with a score of 43 out of 50 and 4th place. Next, we will move on to the top 3. Who do you think will get it? Leave your answer in the comments below. But let's move on to number 3. In 3rd place is Blitz Survival Games. Now, this is a perfect parkour. It's short, it's easy, it's just amazing. I can do it in this video, it's that short and nice. Hopefully, I'll get but anyway, it is a very nice parkour. It's really easy to follow, and it's just perfect. This is one of the perfect parkours. So I'm leaving that with a score of easy to follow, 10 out of 10. How hard it is, 9 out of 10. How fast it is, 8 out of 10. How nice it looks, 8 out of 10. And uniqueness, 8 out of 10. Leaving it with a score of 43 out of 50. Next is 2nd place. Oof, we are getting into the big parkours now. This was a very, very tight finish, but in 2nd place is UHC Champions. UHC Champions is one of the best parkours. It was a really close finish between this and 1st place. It's just an amazing parkour. It's easy. Just look at this. Look at the amount of detail they put into this. It's never themed. It's just perfect in many ways. Like, wow. If you want to do a parkour, do this because it is amazing. Like, the amount of detail they put in all of this, like the schools, everything. The parkour people in this must be really proud of themselves because this is one of the greatest parkours. Then you go through here, wow, just look at this room. They light it up perfectly. It is a bit of a pain going up here, but it doesn't really matter because of how good it's decorated. You go through here, it's still never themed, with the perfect colours, through a nether portal again, back into the overworld, and it's just like amazing. I'm sorry I keep saying it's amazing, but it is amazing. Like, wow, even the finish, look at this, you can see everything. So I'm going to have to give this UHC Champions easy to follow, 7 out of 10. How hard it is, 9 out of 10. How fast it is, 9 out of 10. How nice it looks, 10 out of 10. And uniqueness, 8 out of 10. Leaving it with a score of 43 out of 50. Next up, 1st place. Leave your answer in the comments. Which one do you think it is? It's very good, this one. Just better than this one. It was a very tough decision. They did finish on this. They did finish a lot of points ahead of 2nd place, but it was a very good game. It is Cops and Crims. Now you need to load the texture pack though, because it just makes the parkour a lot better, but that is fine. Okay, Cops and Crims, one of the best games. Okay, it is like an obstacle course. It is amazing. Like, going through here, but to jump the cobwebs with the resource pack. This is barbed wire. I couldn't load it here, but check it out. It is great. It's literally an army obstacle course. It is that good. And they put so much effort into the details, like walking across this tightrope, very nice, up here. And then the soul sand, which you're not meant to touch, go across here, up this ladder. It's just perfect. This is the best one in my opinion. A great parkour. Check it out. It's literally an obstacle course. It is perfect. So, Cops and Crims in 1st place. Easy to follow, 8 out of 10, because it is quite hard to find. How hard it is, 10 out of 10. How fast it is, 9 out of 10. How nice it looks, 10 out of 10. And uniqueness, 10 out of 10. Leaving it with a score of 47 out of 50 and 1st place. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already and you are new to the channel. This is my opinion, so it's just based on what I think. If you have any other suggestions or video ideas, leave them in the comments. Also tell me what order you would have put this in. Anyway, thank you for watching and we will see you next time. Goodbye.